Previous class, we created a beautiful animation with an airplane. It's a very basic thing, but has a big impact. If you're new to this, you must have enjoyed that, and I highly recommend, I highly urge you to actually go ahead and create one for yourself and share this as a project in this class. In this particular class, we are going to learn about another feature. We learned about lights. We're going to learn about tracking, which is also an important thing, and you will know what you are able to actually achieve with tracking inside of motion. The previous project, we left it here where we built all our animation. Now what we're going to do is, we worked really hard on this. We are just going to scrap this. In this class, I actually want to bring in a video where we have not brought a video in yet. Let's click on import for tracking. If you want to track, it's better to actually track a video object. So I've made a few videos that I thought would be really great when we want to track. Okay, let's get this video in and see what we get. Okay, I'm gonna name this video as tracking video 1. All right, this got sound and it's about 10 seconds long, so that is where it actually ends. It's on my timeline. Again, my timeline is 30 seconds. And I'm gonna name this as video. All right, you can see it has audio here. We can always reduce the audio or mute the audio if you want. By doing this, we are in the audio pane here. We're gonna go back into our layers. And now what I want to do is, I actually want to track something in this video. I think it would be better if I can track this car and then do some amazing things within motion to make our life a little bit more exciting when we are working on any animation. Let's begin the tracking process. I'm going to click on the video and click on behaviors this time. There are lots of different behaviors that you can work on, but for the sake of this class, we're going to work on motion tracking, and we will use analyze motion. Okay, what it does is it reads the entire video. It's very graphic intensive. It reads the entire video and focuses on a point and then gives us those key points automatically made for us, so we don't have to go every frame, click next, and then put a free keyframe like we did for our plane. Here it will be able to actually give us. So now you can see that we are in analyze motion. This behavior was attached to our video, and then we have nothing to actually, so we need to tell motion what to track. So you've got this in the center of your screen. If I zoom in, you have this red dot that we can actually move, and as you move, you can see that you're getting a preview of what you want to track. Now I actually want to track something in this video. Okay, let's just track this area of the car, right? And now we're going to click on analyze, and it's going to analyze for us, like it's analyzing right now. It's creating all the keyframes here. Okay, now what has happened is it has lost track of what that place was, and it happens a lot. So what we're gonna do is, we are going to click on that again and bring it back to this area and click on analyze one more time. It's gonna continue analyzing. It may lose the object. It may lose the object a few times, but here we have the path created for us. Let's zoom in on that. So you can see that on our analyze motion track, it has actually tracked this small point and created all the key points that we would work on. Otherwise, if you had to do this manually, you will have to like stop in one frame and make a keyframe. So it's a very great tool. Let's say we work with a shape. I want to create a shape here. Let's say I click on the shape and I create this red box. Now my default is going into that, so let me click on this shape, go into my shape properties. So I click on the shape that I have, and then I've got properties. So I'm going to be in the shape pane, and I don't want the outline, so I'm going to disable that, and I want it to be somewhere maybe yellow. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to expand this a little bit, and now I want to add maybe some text to it. You can see that it's actually moving here within this area. But what I want to do is I want it to be somewhere here. Okay, now you can see when I play this, the car is in front and our banner is left somewhere here. I want this banner to actually follow the car, like attached to it in a way. So that's what we are going to do. Let's just click on this and maybe add some text to it. Iron Man. Okay. Again, I can click on escape. We hit escape, and this time we are going to go into our text appearances, and I'm going to change the face to something dark like that. And maybe what I want to do is I want to go into format and increase the size of my text here, and then bring it back like that. Okay, that's good. Got Iron Man here. Now if we actually run our text and module, you can see that they're both attached to each other, but they're not following the car. All right, now what I want is I want, let's say, let's draw a line. Okay, let's press and hold, click on this, and let's draw a line that says something. Okay, I want the line to be, again, I can go into shape, and the outline, I don't want the outline, but let's see if we click on the outline and click on this thing here, I can go and match this to my line. And now inside this line, now my line is clicked, I can increase or decrease the width. So I think this should be good. We're just going to be doing it for this class purposes, so it doesn't have to be really fancy, but you can see that our car is going to leave very soon. All right, great. So now we've got our rectangle, Iron Man, and line already done. Now what we need to do is we need to tell Motion that attach this rectangle to the motion that we actually did. Remember, we had a video, we tracked this. Let's name this track, which is the motion track. It has all the keyframes that we were working on. Let's name this Iron Man car track. Okay, now we name this. Now we will always remember this by this. Okay, I'm gonna click on rectangle and go into behaviors one more time and click on motion, and then click on match move. Now, when I click on that, it is going to ask me, Motion is going to ask me, what do you want to match this movement to? I want to match this movement to Iron Man car tracker. So here in our project pane, we can see that we have rectangle. Underneath rectangle, match move behavior has attached to our rectangle, and in our inspector pane, we go into our behaviors, and we get to see track video 1, and then there's drop down menu here. Now it is asking me what I need to track it. Remember, we named this Iron Man car tracker, so we will use this car tracker here. And now you can see as our car is going, it is actually getting tracked to our car, and it's moving with the car, right? I can always bring it closer to the car, like closer here to the car. That way it is always next to the car. All right, great. Let's see now. It's never gonna leave the car. It's always gonna be next to it. Okay, great. Now we did that for our rectangle. Let's do that for our Iron Man text. Again, we are going to go into behavior, motion tracking, match move, and here it's going to ask us, what do you want to match it to? I'm going to match it to, again, to our Iron Man car tracker, and it will be distorted. So I'm going to bring the text back to our place like that, and now you can see it will be attached to our Iron Man truck. Okay, great. We're going to do the same thing to our line. Go to behavior and click on match move like that. And this time I am going to let's click on the line and go to match move on the line, and this time let's track it to our car again, and I'm sorry, and let's bring it somewhere here. Okay, now all three are attached. Now let's click here, play the video, and see what we get. Now you can see that it is following the car path that we built earlier, and you can see it is always going to follow. And there were instances where it actually left because those were some of the keyframes that we had. But again, it's a very great tool that you can actually use when it comes to tracking. You can use that on a lot of different things. In our next video, we'll use our previous Light Studio animation video that we built and try to do something with the plane and its motion, and see where we can actually get to. I'll see you in the next one.